Hello, so this is for the parents of babies that are breastfeeding, say less than 6 weeks, or maybe a little bit more, but newborn babies. So I just had a mum message me saying that she had a feed this morning and baby did a really big spew. Doesn't usually spew, is that normal? And this baby is a week, maybe 2 weeks old. And what I was able to explain to her is your breast milk, it has your circadian rhythm within it. So this is the foundations for baby sleep, or like human sleep, that we start laying down in infancy if we're breastfeeding. So in the morning, what you might find is your supply is plentiful. You have so much milk in the morning. Even if you were feeding overnight, you might just feel like there's a lot more supply there in the morning. That is because you have a more volume in the morning. You have more watery milk, and I say watery, it's hydrating, it's full of lactose, it's all the brain building stuff. All milk is good milk, but what that's going to tell that baby is that it's time to be awake, which is fine. We want babies to get all of the different types of milk. They're probably not going to stay awake, but it's just sending messages to the brain and the metabolism. So as the day progresses, what we find is you feel less full towards dusk. So that's that evening. Think of witching hour. So witching hour is where babies biologically want to suckle. They suckle, cry, or sleep to regulate. And if they've had a big day full of new experiences, that sensory cup is going to overflow in the afternoons. And the way that they're going to support their nervous system during that time is they are going to want to be on you, and they're going to want to suckle to regulate. They might not want the milk that's coming out. It depends on what your supply is like. Then what's going to happen is they'll pop off and on. They'll make you doubt your supply because they'll cry, you'll put them in the breast, then they'll pop off, cry, act starving again, you put them back on, and you're sitting there going, I have milk. There's milk there, but this baby is acting starving and I want to give them milk, but I put them back on and it's not enough for them. This is really common. So witching hour is designed to make you test your ability to read your body and your baby, and you're just going to have to work your way through it. If you give bottles during this time, it can send different messages to the system, but I would never tell you not to do that because it's your baby. You can do what you like, and it's all about trial and error. You're never, ever going to get it right the first time. So in the dusk, supply is less plentiful, but high in really good quality stuff. So think the more empty your breast is, the more of that fattier composition of milk is there. And during that time, it's also a sleep cocktail. So your baby is getting all of these messages that sleep is to come. So they'll pop on and off, have lots of frequent little high fat sleep cocktail feeds, and then they'll have a chunk of sleep. And that is when you, as new parents, need to put your head on the pillow at the same time so that you actually get more than, say, 2 hours of sleep, because you want your body to get a full sleep cycle for yourself as well. So go to sleep at the same time as your baby if you can, and then overnight at about 2-3 a.m. what happens is your prolactin hormone peaks. Your prolactin hormone is the milk making hormone. That's the one that tells your brain that you have a young baby that needs continual milk supply. It's, if you were exclusively pumping and worried about your supply, I'd be saying definitely pump overnight, definitely pump frequently overnight. That's what's going to send messages to your brain that you need to feed this baby around the clock. So that's an excellent one. And we also find that it's always pretty functional. Babies will feed pretty well. Mums are able to fall back asleep okay because you're getting oxytocin at the same time. It's designed to send you both back to sleep. And then around the time where the sun is rising or about to rise, that's when your milk composition is also going to be changing back to the higher energy daytime milk. So if this is making sense to you, follow, because I always have little information like this that's just going to make understanding what your newborn is doing a little bit easier. I saved this to drafts, and then I had a full day of seeing mums and babies, and then I've come back to review it, and I've thought I didn't actually say what I did with this mum this morning. So I explained what, after her baby did a really big vomit this morning, I kind of said, how do you feel? Do you feel like your breasts are really full in the morning? Do you feel a bit softer now that it's the afternoon? She said yes. I explained all of that. And then I was thinking, how can we make your breast feel a little bit softer in the mornings without increasing the stimulation? It's about doing breast crawls, so allowing your baby to find themselves at the breast, to move freely, to nuzzle into you, to make you feel the most warm and fuzzy you can. It's that feeling that your baby is searching for the breast themselves will probably give you a letdown before they're even there. If you're too worried about letting them self-latch, I would say try it first and then decide if you don't like doing that or not, because babies should latch better if they do it themselves. And if they've spent a bit of time finding the breast, stimulating your breast surface before getting to the nipple, if you've had a letdown a little bit prior, that's going to be a softer breast, a softer nipple to attach to. So it all kind of works in harmony that way. So this mum has plans to feed her baby in bed in the mornings after a big, lovely breast crawl, and I think that's going to work really well for them.